From deep, Holmgren. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And now we've got an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. On offense, here are the Thunder. Holmgren misses from short range. Holiday from long range. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up for Doris Burke.
Me only stepping in. Check, but I said loud with man, just spend that wisely. Don't flex your checks on Snapchat or IG. Don't do it on IG. Lie, bro. Yeah, don't do it on IG.
We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's Dort. Off target at the rim. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Hartenstein. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Celtics passing it around. Tatum down low. Thunder with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Tatum on the wing. Shoots. Pocket 6. Rebound by Williams.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he converts the layup.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
It's White on the wing. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And it's Brown missing. .130 left to play here in the first. Here's Hartenstein. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Count it.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
It's Dort on the wing. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
It's Brown on the wing. Outside Holiday. A wide open look here for Craig. Drains the three-pointer.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Plays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the paint. Back to Brown. Holiday goes in. A 3 from Porzingis. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Thunder up by 3.
The Thunder, 15.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Pass to Williams. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 3. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Down low. Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Horford's got his first basket.
And Horford off the pick expects the pass. That's difficult to guard.
And there it is for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's Joe on the wing. Out to Wallace. On the wing, Wallace. Over Tatum. They get a hand on it. The Celtics with the lead. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. A second chance effort. And there's the drive. And he lays it up and in. Tatum's got 9.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace. Although in every coach's press conference, you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantages of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
To the middle. It's stolen by Hartenstein. .124 left here in the second. Pass to Williams. Now Joe. Hasn't made one yet. And the layup is good. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And Brown with bad intentions on that drive.
Here's Oklahoma City. Pass to Hartenstein. Driving in. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
White, wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. Here's Hartenstein. .27 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless in when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Left side, Porzingis. Back to White. Over Joe. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. To the inside. The kick out to Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams can't get it to go. Boston trail. Floats one up. Outside Holiday. Tatum on the wing. Screen by Porzingis. Boston needs to get off a shot. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. It's a tie ball game.
Nice shot selection from Porzingis that time, looking to fire.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Tatum looking around. Here's Porzingis. Brown outside. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. For the three, Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Boston shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Wallace.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Joe. Back to Wallace. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Williams. Puts it up from 17. Joe can't get it to go. Boston leading by 4. Back to Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Tatum with it. Williams picks him up. Nice ball movement by Boston. Good on the triple. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
Fairly efficient from the three-point line. Holiday can punish you from the arc.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
For the Celtics, number 12.
Pass to Caruso. It's Joe on the wing.
2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Boston. They've got a 13-2 run goal. A nice shot by Brown. And now it's a 9-point Boston lead.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
Inside. Out left to the wing. Now here's Wiggins. No scoring in this one. Here's Caruso. And that's collected by Jrue Holiday. Celtics leading by 9. To the inside. Here's White. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to White. Down low. Here's Porzingis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 9. Wiggins surveying the floor. There's a screen by Williams. To the paint. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Pass to Williams. Wiggins outside. nails the wide-open jump shot. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
What a performance for Jason Tatum.
The Thunder, 36.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Thunder trailing by 5. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
That free throw good from Hartenstein. No good on the second free throw.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Pass to Shireman. Back to Horford. Outside Tatum. Three-pointer. Whoa! Tatum! Stretching his range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren the screen. And he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Inside, here's Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics leading by 5. Back to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Outside Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side Tatum. Tatum taking it in. It's deflected. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. He's done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Big slam there by Brown, just dominating the rim.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
To the inside. Brown. Back to Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Misses the hole. Now shooting 8 for 14. Out to White. Back to Tatum. Poked away. Stolen by Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Holmgren. Nice D from Porzingis. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
White, good. White's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
3 points.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
Here's Tatum. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
That one good for 2. Knocked loose. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Outside Holiday. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg